Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. So let's see what the general messages are for you here, Aries. Alright, show us here, Spirit. Please show us the messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, North Node. Competitive. There's some kind of problem. People want different things. Oh wow. You feel, or it starts to make you feel like this is not a good situation. So you feel like changing direction. It is a lot for you to do. Okay. There's a person here who's trying to be kind of like a peacekeeper or a peaceful person. You feel like there's no way to change this. And what's going on? There is a test of your strength going on, a test of your being resilient. There's a fire king, an Aries, Leo, or Sag around you. Wow, there's a tower. And what's the outcome? There's an air queen. Or you're establishing a boundary. What's this outcome about? Show us for Aries. You find out the truth, news, information. What is the hangman? Something feels stuck in the balance. Page of water was there. Something's hanging in the balance. The judgment. Day of reckoning, a big decision. Why are you strength? Something is surprising. Why is there a Queen of Swords and truth? You have a Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in, moving very slowly. But they are there. An Earth King, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Who is this Fire King? Stable. A person in a relationship. What's the Judgment coming in? Star. Hope, healing, and recovery. Releasing. Okay, so what are you finding out about the Ace of Swords? The Moon. Something was trying to be manipulated, maneuvered, arranged in the dark or secretly. Secret plans. Okay, so show us what's going on, the outcome for Aries. The Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody could be looking you up. There is this energy of a goddess or an abundant matriarch. Okay. What is your energy? Strength and new fire. Three of Cups. Other people, socially. What's going on with your energy is the outcome. There's an Earth Queen, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a Page of Coin. There's a Five of Coin. Somebody doesn't have enough. Insufficiency or lack. Okay. I'm going to just real quick start over. Okay, so we'll just pull this reading again. We'll see how is this playing out. Page of the Wands is, there's a 10 of the Wands. Extremely motivated to do something on your own, under pressure as well, or overburdened. 9 of Wands, not quitting, not giving up. Okay, there's a Magician in the crossing. Somebody who's trying to arrange, fix, or it's like you don't want to associate with this person or situation. Ace of Cups. Feelings are really strong. Wow, Three of Swords. The information is painful or difficult. Ten of Wands. 10 of Cups. What is your energy? 5 of Swords. You feel like it's somebody else's fault, like they do something on purpose. What is the outcome? Or what is around Aries here? Secrets. High Priestess. Something that's known. You want the Judgment. You get a Knight of Cups. So this person comes in telling you how they feel, expressing their emotions. What is the outcome? 2 of Cups. You share a bond with someone. You're in agreement and harmony. What is this? The truth. Okay, so you find out the truth. Why is there 10 of Wands? Why is that there? Somebody rushes in with information, trying to get their point across. Why is your energy 5 of Swords? Why do you take it personally, or you feel like you want to conquer? You're in the Star. Hope, healing, recovery, releasing, letting go. Okay, hold on. What is in the future position? Hierophant. Dealing with virtues, organizations, schools. What is this High Priestess? The Wheel of Fortune. So we have destiny and fate. Under the energy is a couple or a relationship. What is the truth of the 2 of Cups? Strength. Page of Wands, confused. Okay, so what is this outcome? 5 of Coin. Something is not worth your time. That's what I feel like it is. Page of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something is like not working for you. 8 of Pentacles. Working on specifics, focused on your money. Someone's very focused on specifics, details, and the Chariot. Going forward, determined to succeed. Over, not looking back. There also was a Chariot under the other deck. Hold on, please. So your energy is like feeling like something is taken personally. No! Stop! Stop! So somebody is coming in with the Queen of Air, possibly critical, This Queen of Air is someone who's making a decision, being very straightforward, clear, no nonsense type of energy. And what do we have here with that? What do we have with the Queen of Air? A Tower. Okay, so we have something that is shocking, surprising. We do have a Nine of Cups, though, so there could be a favorable decision for you. Why is something here, the Ace of Cups, overflowing? Because somebody is offering this pentacle. What is the Wheel of Fortune? An Empress, a Goddess, a Matriarch. What is your energy with healing? Okay, something that was in the moon. It was hidden. And what is the Nine of Cups? The Devil. You feel satisfied that there's a tower. This could be some kind of court decision, because we have here Six of Wands, the public victory. Okay, I'm going to pull one more time. Okay, so let's see what comes in here. Somebody's giving you some information and you feel like I need to do something right away. Like you're pulled in a new direction. Like you're at a crossroads, but let's see. Show us what's coming in for Aries. Chariot. Going forward, determined to overcome. Four of Swords and the Cross. The information is difficult to process. We do have the Six of Wands. The hero's march to victory over this conflict, over this difficult situation. What's in the past? The Devil. There's something where you take something personally. Maybe it is meant to be personal. You find out the truth here. What comes into the future? Five of Swords and a Ten of Pentacles. So there's a very permanent or established situation, maybe in a community, where there's someone who's motivated by something else, and you kind of want loyalty. And what happens? Page of Air. Somebody's curious, asking questions, wanting to know the answers. Five of Coin. So somebody's curious, wanting to know why something isn't enough. And then we have here the Eight of Cups, walking away. Someone's distracted. What's the outcome here? There's two pages, an air page and an earth page. Okay, let's see. What's going on with the outcome for Aries? Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a coin. There's a conflict over this coin. This document. What is going on with the Ten of Pentacles? Why is that there? Messaging. Okay, I feel like you're going to like how this works out eventually. We have the Nine of Cups, the Judgment, and the Sun. With a 10. And there is a tower around the messaging. The tower is disruptions. And then we have this Mercury energy of all at once information. Okay. Why do you feel Five of Swords about it? Why do you feel like you want to conquer, or you could do it better, or something like that? Two of Coin, you have a choice. Show us this energy. What is the choice? There's a secret. And what is Three of Wands? This person or situation is looking at the value, what they can afford or what they can risk. Why do you feel like you take it personally? Okay, I have the strength. So there's something that's like a test of your inner strength. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. What is this pentacle coming in for Aries as the outcome? It's a discovery. Something that's found out from this Queen of Air. It's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And what is found out here? The moon. Something that's hidden. Secretive. And what happens with that? It's something about a relationship, but there is a disappointment or some sadness due to loss, and you're in agreement with someone, though. You feel you've established a bond. You're a Queen of Wands. There is something here about the Hierophant, an institution, a school, and Nine of Coins, doing something your own way. The Emperor, somebody's maybe in charge. We have a King of Air, 10 of Air, 6 of Air. You might be having to say no to a person if you feel like you've been treated wrong. Why is someone, 3 of Wands, intentionally focused on other things? What is the 3 of Wands externally? Okay, 2 of Swords and the Magician. Somebody's unaware that they're being manipulated. You could be unaware that someone's trying to manipulate by maybe even giving you something. They give you a document. They give you something to level the scales up. How does this play out in the end for Aries? The King of Earth, the Wheel of Fortune and Destiny, and walking away, leaving a situation behind, feeling betrayed. Okay, one more time I'll pause. Okay, Aries, let's go ahead and see what else. Spirit, please show us for Aries. You're being given something. So there's persistence and dedication with a 4. So we have something being held back and then not wanting to give up and then receiving the gift because of something that's been discovered. And under the deck is like, I want to walk away. I don't want any part of this, or I'm leaving. Okay, this brings in the Sun on a Page of Air, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody curious. How else does this play out? The Magician, so somebody is trying to manipulate, maneuver, change. You find out the truth about a situation that possibly you didn't know. 2 of Swords. And what happens here? Okay. What happens with this information? Somebody is refusing. They don't want it. Somebody's trying to understand, tolerant, warm the waters, negotiate. We have a Four of Swords. There's a lack of information or no discussion. There's a Ten of Pentacles, something that is permanent. Freedom. Okay. Taking that leap of faith. An Earth Queen, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, there's a Water King, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who's highly emotional. There's also an Air King, somebody who is giving the news or the information. There is a Pentacle being given. You're in agreement here with someone. You feel the same. You're in harmony. You have a bond. There's Chariot energy, determined to go forward. What else have we got that? Strength. It's a test of your strength. Okay, we have an Emperor. We have somebody who's in charge. We have walking away, leaving it behind. Something is looked at very specifically. Other people here are sharing the feelings. And what is going on here? You're coming into hope, healing, and recovery because of High Priestess. There's a secret. And this Queen of Air, somebody is giving the information. Okay, this is a pretty interesting reading. You know, there could have been some corruption because we did have the devil as the root of the issue. And then we have something being specifically brought forward or worked on that is secret, not known but not discussed, silenced. Somebody could be saying, don't tell anyone, don't ask. High Priestess is the silence. Okay, so let's see. Show us here what we have for Aries for Wednesday. Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now. Every project you begin turns to gold. Music for manifesting. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations. Let yourself receive. Time to move on. Have faith. Spend some time in a tranquil place. You're being helped. Okay, you're going to experience a blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. So, yeah. Show us what's going on for Aries. You'll be coming into a helpful person here. Dealing with someone. Try to focus on positive energy. Some of you need father healing. Contemplation time. Stay optimistic. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt. Remember, you're God's perfect child. So some of you could feel with that Five of Swords energy that was showing up in your energy, you could feel like you're being blamed for something that's not your fault. Like you take it personally. You feel like, you know, you feel like somebody else is maybe blaming you in some way. This person is High Priestess. They're silent. They know, but they're silent. Maybe they've been told to be silent. Okay, show us what's going on for Aries again. Six of Coin. Receiving the benefit, being included. 10 of Cups. Ace of Coin. A gift. Again, it's telling you to understand and be tempered. Many of you are walking away from a situation. You're just leaving it behind. You're owning your own power here as the Emperor. Okay, there's something socially. Okay, let's see. What's going on externally to Aries? We have the Queen of Wands. There could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. We also have the Death. So there's something that is about a change. Okay, there's a Tower. What's going on here? What's the Tower? Under a lot of pressure or burdens. Heavily burdened. Hangman, feeling stuck. And the sun is going to shine on this 10 of Pentacles. Something permanent. Why are you Emperor? You're Four of Swords. So there's something where you're not saying anything. You're just observing. Something's not enough. Someone comes back. Why is there an Eight of Cups? Why do you leave? Four of Wands. And Devil. You feel like there's some toxic situation. Okay, it shows Nine of Rods. Like you don't want to quit. You're very persistent. It means a lot to you. There's an Earth King here who's under a Seven of Pentacles. This person doesn't really understand. They have a lot of choices or options. And you feel disappointed in that for some reason. Something is being specifically... Why is it a Tower? A Water Queen. Anticipating, waiting. There's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, there's something where you feel like something is done intentionally. Five of Swords. And it's something about information coming possibly from an Air Queen. We have an Air Queen. We have a Water Queen. And what is this Pentacle? Okay, there's something that is coming in slowly with the Knight of Coin. Why do you feel Five of Swords? You feel like you have to defend yourself. From there's a water sign. There's also a fire sign. There's these two people here. Why do you have to defend yourself? There is some information around a situation where someone is not telling you that it's not enough. Or it's insufficient. It lacks balance. There's an energy of balancing the scales. But you feel like you have to fight for something. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time using the radiant wise spirit. The Lover's card. Okay, reconciling. The Sun. The Justice. Your energy is going through a healing and a letting go from this spy, this watcher, this curious. Earth Queen. What is Aries here? Why are they recovering? Letting it go. Four of Swords. You didn't have the information. There also is a Tower. And what's the outcome? Somebody doesn't want it. Why is there a Page of Swords? Curious. Somebody's keeping track. Logging, keeping track. And using this. I don't want it as like evidence or to negotiate. They are kind of spying. Why are you Nine of Swords? It comes from a King of Swords. It comes from what someone says. And your energy is like, I'm just going to walk away. There is something about the Devil here. Toxic situations. There's a permanent situation with a water sign. What comes up into the future? Okay, you feel like you're pressured. And there is a Wheel of Fortune, so something changes. There's something you don't want to give up on though, and somebody is giving you advice or telling you. This is like telling someone to be silent or to silence. Seven of Pentacles, looking at the value, the worth, what something costs, not knowing. What is the Eight of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. Oh, that comes in as a 10. There's the Judgment on this situation. You feel like you have to fight back against what somebody is trying to persuade you to do. Like you feel like you have to stand your ground. There is something about that makes you feel possibly disappointed. There could have been a lie or a secret or something that is like to trick you. Why does this come in as a Tower? You find out the truth. And there's a new Pentacle, which could be a document. Kind of disappointed about that. It could be something in a relationship between two people. Mercury energy. You're in agreement with someone. You're on their side. Alright, this is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.